The universe is a place of constant transformation. Stars are born, galaxies collide, and life itself evolves. Creativity, that uniquely human spark, is also evolving. Today, we stand at a fascinating crossroads. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is stepping onto the stage of artistic creation. It's not just a new tool, it's a new kind of collaborator. Think of it as a new set of laws of physics for imagination. This intelligence, born from code and data, is beginning to dream in colors, compose symphonies, and even sculpt forms. The implications are vast, stretching the very definition of art and artist. We are witnessing the dawn of a new era, where the boundaries of creative expression are expanding at an unprecedented rate, pushing us to reconsider what it means to make something beautiful or profound. This AI art revolution isn't confined to a single gallery or a niche corner of the internet. Its influence ripples across many art forms. Painters find new textures and compositions. Musicians discover novel melodies and harmonies. Writers explore uncharted narrative pathways. Even sculptors can visualize and design complex three-dimensional forms with AI assistance. It's like discovering a new primary color, one that opens up an entirely new spectrum of possibilities for human expression. This isn't about replacing human artists, far from it. It's about augmenting our abilities, providing us with tools that can see patterns and generate ideas in ways our organic brains might not, or at least not as quickly. The journey of art is one of constant innovation, from cave paintings to digital pixels. Consider the history of art. Each technological leap brought new forms of expression. The invention of the printing press democratized literature. Photography changed how we see reality. Synthesizers opened new worlds of sound. AI is the latest chapter in this ongoing saga. It offers a way to translate complex data into aesthetic experiences. It can learn from millennia of human art and then generate something entirely new, yet strangely familiar. This process challenges our traditional notions of authorship and originality. But isn't that what great art often does? It makes us question, reflect, and see the world and ourselves in a different light. The cosmic dance of creativity now includes a new partner, a thinking machine. The beauty of this moment lies in its potential. We are just beginning to scratch the surface of what AI can do in the realm of art. Imagine an architect designing a building inspired by the growth patterns of cosmic nebulae, guided by an AI. Picture a composer creating a symphony based on the sonification of data from distant exoplanets, with AI suggesting unexpected emotional arcs. This isn't science fiction, it's the emerging reality. The universe of art is expanding, and AI is providing the telescopes to explore its newest, most dazzling frontiers. This journey requires curiosity, an open mind, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, much like exploring the cosmos itself. The creative spirit is resilient and adaptive, always finding new ways to flourish. So how does a machine, a collection of circuits and code, learn to paint a sunset or compose a melody? It's not magic, though the results can often feel magical. It's science. Specifically, it's the science of machine learning and deep learning. These are branches of artificial intelligence where systems learn from vast amounts of data. Think of it like showing a child countless pictures of cats until they can recognize any cat, no matter the breed or angle. AI art generators are trained on massive data sets of existing images, texts, or sounds. They learn patterns, styles, and relationships within that data. This learning process allows them to generate new works that are statistically similar to what they've learned, yet potentially unique. One of the most fascinating technologies behind AI art is called a generative adversarial network, or JN. Imagine two AIs playing a game. One AI, the generator, tries to create fake images, say a portrait in the style of Van Gogh. The other AI, the discriminator, tries to tell the difference between the generator's fakes and real Van Gogh paintings. They are adversaries. The generator constantly tries to fool the discriminator, and the discriminator gets better at spotting fakes. This cosmic tug-of-war forces the generator to become incredibly skilled at creating realistic and stylistically accurate images. It's a powerful evolutionary process driven by competition, leading to increasingly sophisticated and beautiful outputs. Deep learning, a subset of machine learning, is also crucial. It uses neural networks with many layers, hence deep. These layers allow the AI to process information at different levels of abstraction. For example, when learning from images, the initial layers might recognize simple edges and colors. Deeper layers might identify more complex shapes and textures. The deepest layers could then understand entire objects or even artistic styles. This hierarchical learning mimics, in a simplified way, how our own brains process visual information. It's this depth that enables AI to grasp the subtle nuances that make art compelling, from the brushstrokes of a master painter to the emotional tone of a piece of music. The process isn't just about copying, it's about deconstruction and reconstruction. The AI analyzes the input data, breaks it down into fundamental components and patterns, and then learns how to recombine these elements in novel ways. It's like understanding the grammar and vocabulary of a language to write new sentences, not just repeat old ones. This ability to generate novelty is what makes AI a potentially creative partner. It can explore vast possibility spaces of artistic combinations, sometimes stumbling upon aesthetics that a human artist might not have considered. The universe of art has always been about patterns, and now we have a tool that speaks the language of patterns on a grand scale. Not long ago, creating digital art required specialized software and considerable technical skill. AI is changing that landscape dramatically. A new generation of AI art platforms is making artistic creation more accessible than ever before. Tools like DALL, Midjourney, and Artbreeder are opening up these powerful generative capabilities to the general public. You don't need to be a programmer or a seasoned digital artist to start creating. Often all you need is an idea and the ability to describe it in words. This democratization of art creation is akin to the invention of the affordable camera, which allowed everyday people to capture their world and express their vision. Consider DALL or Midjourney. These platforms typically work through text prompts. You type a description, a cyberpunk city in the style of a bioluminescent coral reef, or a melancholic robot contemplating a cosmic hourglass, and the AI generates an image based on your words. It's like having a conversation with an infinitely patient and incredibly versatile illustrator. The speed at which these tools can produce diverse visual interpretations of an idea is astonishing. This allows for rapid iteration and exploration of concepts. It's a playground for the imagination, where linguistic creativity directly translates into visual art. The universe of visual ideas becomes instantly explorable. Artbreeder takes a different yet equally fascinating approach. Instead of starting with text, you often work by breeding images. You can combine existing images, adjust genes that control various visual characteristics, and evolve new creations. It's like being a geneticist for art, selectively mixing and mutating features to achieve a desired aesthetic. This platform highlights the collaborative aspect, as users can build upon and remix the creations of others. It fosters a community of explorers, all navigating the vast landscape of possible images. The ease of use of these platforms means that anyone with an internet connection can become an art explorer, a shaper of digital dreams. The accessibility of these tools has profound implications. It lowers the barrier to entry for artistic expression. People who may have felt they lacked the technical drawing or painting skills can now bring their visions to life. This doesn't devalue traditional skills, rather it expands the definition of who can be an artist and what forms art can take. It encourages experimentation and play, which are fundamental to creativity. Just as telescopes allow us to see distant galaxies we could never visit, these AI tools allow us to visualize concepts we might struggle to depict manually. They are extensions of our own creative reach, inviting everyone to participate in the grand ongoing project of making art. Every creator, whether a writer, painter, or musician, knows the daunting feeling of the blank page or the empty canvas. Creative blocks are a universal part of the artistic process. This is where AI can shine, not as a replacement for human ingenuity, but as a powerful catalyst. Imagine an artist struggling for inspiration. They can turn to an AI art generator, input a few keywords or a vague theme, and instantly receive a dozen visual starting points. These AI-generated images might not be the final product, but they can spark new ideas, suggest different compositions, or offer unexpected color palettes. It's like having a brainstorming partner available 24/7, one that never runs out of suggestions. AI can also help artists break free from their stylistic ruts. It's easy to fall into familiar patterns of creation. An AI can be prompted to generate work in styles completely alien to the artist's own, or to blend disparate styles in surprising ways. A painter who specializes in realistic portraits could ask an AI to reimagine their subject in a cubist or surrealist style, opening up new avenues for their own work. This process encourages artistic growth and experimentation. It's a way to step outside one's comfort zone and explore new territories of expression, guided by a non-judgmental digital collaborator. The universe of styles is vast, and AI can be a shuttle to explore them. Furthermore, AI enables a new level of personalization in artistic experiences. Imagine a storybook whose illustrations change based on a child's mood, or a piece of music that adapts its tempo and melody to a listener's heart rate. AI can tailor artistic content to individual preferences and contexts in real time. For creators, this means the ability to design dynamic, responsive artworks that engage audiences in deeply personal ways. This isn't just about consumption, it's about co-creation, where the audience's state can influence the art itself. This interactive dimension adds another layer to the artistic experience, making it more immersive and unique for each individual. The power to overcome creative blocks and personalize art through AI ultimately empowers the human artist. It's about augmenting our capabilities, not diminishing them. Think of AI as an incredibly advanced instrument. A skilled musician can create far more complex and rich music with a grand piano than with a simple flute, yet both require human skill and intent. AI tools provide a new, powerful instrument for the artist's toolkit. They can handle some of the more laborious aspects of idea generation or variation, freeing up the human artist to focus on higher-level concepts, emotional resonance, and the overarching vision of their work. Creativity is a journey, and AI offers new maps and vehicles for that journey. Section 5, the Human-Machine Partnership, Navigating Ethical Stars. As we journey into this new cosmos of AI-generated art, we encounter new stars, but also new asteroids, ethical considerations that demand careful navigation. One of the most prominent issues is copyright. Who owns an artwork created by an AI? Is it the person who wrote the prompt, the developers who created the AI model, or can an AI itself hold copyright? Current legal frameworks were not designed for non-human creators. These questions are complex, and the answers are still being debated in courts and legislative bodies around the world. Defining authorship in an age of intelligent machines is a significant challenge for our societies. Then there's the matter of training data. AI art models learn by analyzing millions, sometimes billions of existing images, many of which are copyrighted. Artists understandably raise concerns when their work is used to train these models without their consent or compensation, especially if the AI then generates art in their distinct style. This raises questions about fair use, derivative works, and the economic impact on human artists. How do we ensure that AI enriches the artistic ecosystem rather than undermining the livelihoods of those who create the foundational data it learns from? This requires a thoughtful balance between innovation and the rights of creators. Beyond copyright, there's the potential for misuse. AI's ability to generate realistic images and voices can be exploited to create deepfakes, spread misinformation, or produce non-consensual counterfeit art. Imagine a world where it's difficult to distinguish between a real photograph of a historical event and an AI-generated fabrication. The implications for trust, truth, and even personal reputation are profound. As these tools become more powerful and accessible, the responsibility to use them ethically grows. We need robust mechanisms for detecting AI-generated content when necessary and clear guidelines to prevent its malicious application. The universe of information integrity is at stake. Ultimately, navigating these ethical stars requires a collaborative effort. Technologists, artists, ethicists, and policymakers must work together. We need to develop new norms, best practices, and perhaps new laws to guide the responsible development and use of AI in the arts. This isn't about stifling innovation. It's about ensuring that this powerful technology serves humanity's best interests, fostering creativity while upholding principles of fairness, respect, and truth. Just as astronomers have ethical guidelines for studying the cosmos, we need ethical frameworks for creating with AI. The goal is a future where human and machine creativity can coexist and flourish harmoniously. Section 6. What is art? A question reborn in the age of AI. The emergence of AI-generated art doesn't just present technical or ethical challenges, it forces us to confront some very deep philosophical questions. Perhaps the most fundamental one is, what is art? For centuries, we've associated art with human intention, emotion, and experience. If a machine following an algorithm can produce something visually appealing or emotionally evocative, does that qualify as art? Does art require a conscious creator, a mind with lived experiences and subjective feelings? Or is the artness in the eye of the beholder, regardless of how the work was made? This is a debate that echoes through the halls of philosophy and art history. Some argue that true art requires a soul, a human touch, the imprint of a unique consciousness struggling to express itself. From this perspective, AI-generated images might be aesthetically pleasing, technically impressive, even beautiful, but they lack the essential spark of human experience. They are, in a sense, sophisticated forgeries of human creativity, mimicking form without possessing genuine substance or intent. The narrative, the struggle, the passion of the human artist is considered integral to the artwork's value and meaning. The universe of human feeling, they might say, cannot be truly mapped by an algorithm, no matter how complex. Others take a more inclusive view. They might argue that the creative impulse can be expressed through new mediums, and AI is simply the latest medium. If a human uses AI as a tool, guiding its output through prompts and curation, then the human intent is still present. The AI becomes an extension of the artist's will, a sophisticated paintbrush or chisel. Furthermore, if an AI-generated piece evokes a genuine emotional or intellectual response in a human viewer, does its origin ultimately matter? Art's power has always resided in its ability to communicate, to make us feel, to make us think. If AI can achieve these ends, perhaps it deserves a place within the broad spectrum of artistic creation. This philosophical debate is not just academic. It influences how we value AI art, how we integrate it into our culture, and how it shapes our understanding of human creativity itself. Perhaps AI challenges us to refine our definitions. Maybe art is not solely about the creator's consciousness, but also about the process of creation, the act of bringing something new and meaningful into the world, regardless of the tools used. Or perhaps it highlights that human creativity is not just about the final product, but about the journey of discovery, the vulnerability, and the uniquely human drive to share our inner worlds. The universe itself is a creation of immense complexity and beauty arising from physical laws. Perhaps artistic creation can also arise from new forms of laws found in algorithms. Section 7. Tomorrow's masterpiece is AI and the future of expression. Predicting the future is always a tricky business, like trying to map the trajectory of a comet with unknown gravitational influences. However, when we look at the current trends in AI-assisted art, some fascinating possibilities emerge for tomorrow's masterpieces. It seems increasingly likely that AI will not replace human artists, but will instead become an indispensable collaborator. Imagine a future where artists work fluidly with AI partners, each bringing their unique strengths to the creative process. The human provides the vision, the emotional depth, and the cultural context. The AI offers immense processing power, access to vast data sets of styles and patterns, and the ability to generate countless variations rapidly. This collaborative future could lead to entirely new art forms. Think of interactive installations that respond to viewers' emotions in real time, dynamically changing their visuals and sounds, co-created by human artists and AI systems. Consider personalized cinematic experiences where the narrative adapts to individual viewer choices. Crafted by AI storytellers under human direction, we might see generative music systems that create endless, evolving soundscapes for spaces or personal moods. The boundaries between artistic disciplines could blur even further as AI allows for easier translation of ideas from one medium to another, a poem transformed into a symphony, a dance into a sculpture. The universe of artistic forms is set to expand. AI could also democratize the creation of highly complex or large-scale artworks. Imagine an independent filmmaker able to generate breathtaking visual effects that once required a massive studio budget. Picture a community group co-creating a vast public mural with the help of an AI that synthesizes their diverse ideas into a coherent design. This could empower more voices and allow for ambitious artistic projects that were previously out of reach for many. The ability to simulate and visualize complex artistic endeavors before physical creation will also be a significant boon, reducing waste and allowing for more refined final products. This is about scaling creativity, not automating it away. Furthermore, AI may help us understand creativity itself in new ways. By studying how AI models learn to generate art, we might gain insights into the cognitive processes underlying human imagination. What makes a melody memorable? What visual patterns evoke specific emotions? AI could become a tool not just for making art, but for exploring the very nature of aesthetic experience. This deeper understanding could then feed back into both human and AI artistic practices. The future of expression is not a zero-sum game between humans and machines. It's a synergistic relationship, a dance between organic intelligence and artificial intellect, leading to masterpieces we can barely imagine today. The creative cosmos is vast, and we are co-pilots on this journey. Section 8, your invitation to create exploring AI art responsibly. The universe of AI-generated art is not just for specialists or technophiles. It's an expanding frontier open to everyone. This is your invitation to step in and explore. Many AI art platforms, as we've seen, are designed for ease of use. You don't need a degree in computer science or fine arts to start experimenting. All you truly need is curiosity and a willingness to play. Begin with simple text prompts. Describe a dream you had, a favorite memory, or a completely fantastical scene. See what the AI generates. Tweak your prompts, try different styles, and observe how the machine interprets your words. It's a fascinating way to witness the interplay between language and visual imagination. As you begin your journey, think of yourself as an explorer charting unknown territory. There will be surprises, perhaps some strange or unexpected results. That's part of the fun, part of the discovery process. Don't be afraid to try unconventional ideas. Combine seemingly unrelated concepts. The AI has no preconceived notions of what should go together. This freedom can lead to wonderfully serendipitous creations. Share your discoveries with others. Join online communities of AI artists. You'll find a vibrant and supportive space where people exchange tips, showcase their work, and discuss the evolving nature of this art form. Collaboration and shared learning are key in this nascent field. However, as with any powerful tool, responsibility is paramount. As you explore, keep those ethical considerations we discussed in mind. Be mindful of the images you generate and how they might be perceived. Think about the artists whose styles might have influenced the AI's output. If you're using platforms that allow you to remix or build upon the work of others, give credit where it's due. Engage in conversations about the responsible use of AI in art. Your voice and your choices matter in shaping the ethical landscape of this technology. Exploration and responsibility go hand in hand, like the twin stars of a binary system. This is more than just a technological novelty. It's an opportunity to engage with your own creativity in a new way. It's a chance to see your ideas visualized almost instantly. It's a way to participate in a global conversation about the future of art and imagination. So accept the invitation, dive in, experiment, create. And as you do, remember to navigate this exciting new cosmos with wonder, curiosity, and a strong sense of ethical awareness. The tools are here. The canvas is digital and infinite. What will you bring into existence? The universe of your imagination awaits its expression. Section 9. Creativity's expanding universe. A final reflection. We stand at a remarkable juncture in the story of human expression. Artificial intelligence, born from our own ingenuity, is now reflecting and refracting our creative impulses in entirely new ways. It's like discovering a new set of fundamental particles that combine to form matter we've never seen before. The AI art revolution isn't just about algorithms and data. It's about expanding the very definition of what it means to create, to imagine, and to be an artist. This journey challenges us, excites us, and perhaps even makes us a little uneasy. Such is the nature of all great leaps into the unknown, whether it's venturing into outer space or the inner space of digital consciousness. The concerns about originality, authorship, and the potential displacement of human artists are valid and important. We must address them with thoughtful consideration and proactive solutions, but fear should not overshadow the immense potential. Throughout history, technology has consistently reshaped art, from the chisel to the camera to the synthesizer. Each innovation was met with skepticism, yet each ultimately enriched the human creative tapestry. AI is poised to do the same, acting as a powerful amplifier for our own imaginative capabilities, a tireless assistant in the exploration of aesthetic possibilities. It offers a mirror to our collective creativity, showing us patterns and potentials we might otherwise miss. The future, as I see it, is one of synergy. It's not human versus machine, but human-machine. Artists will harness AI as a co-pilot, navigating the vast oceans of creative possibility to discover new islands of expression. AI will help us overcome limitations, personalize experiences, and perhaps even unlock entirely new forms of art that we can't yet conceive. This collaboration will push the boundaries of what art can be and what it can do. It will democratize creation, allowing more people to share their unique visions with the world. The universe of creative tools is expanding, and with it our capacity for wonder and innovation. So let us embrace this new era with open minds and a spirit of responsible exploration. Let us engage with these tools, learn their languages, and guide their development toward outcomes that benefit all of humanity. The cosmos of art is vast and ever-expanding. AI is simply another star, or perhaps a whole new galaxy within that magnificent expanse. Its light offers us new ways to see, new stories to tell, and new beauty to bring into existence. The human creative spirit, that indomitable force that has driven us since we first painted on cave walls, will undoubtedly find ways to dance with these new algorithmic partners, creating a future richer and more vibrant than we can currently imagine. The journey has just begun.